Andy, well, great. The Ashes are retained. Congratulations on that. That for you, is that just sort of first base sort of reached, with the whole series in mind?
Yeah, it certainly is. We're in a good position in the series, obviously, but we want to win the series. Retaining the Ashes is important, of course, and I'm very proud of the team, and the team are obviously proud after a hard-fought three tests, to be in this position. But we do want to go on to Durham and win up there.
How well do you think England have played in the series so far?
I think we've played some outstanding cricket, and the opposition has done the same. But I think we've got to move on swiftly from a hard-fought, drawn test here, and ensure that we are ready to win that test at Durham.
Do you feel there's better to come from the team?
Well, it was a brilliant test match for everyone at Trent Bridge as the start to the Ashes, where we won by 14 runs, and then we dominated the second test at Lord's, and then we were behind the game from here at Old Trafford for most of the game, but we fought hard. I thought our performance in the first innings was the key to drawing this game. To bat for 140 overs on a wearing pitch. Cook and Bell with excellent 60s, and Peterson with a brilliant 100. And then some of our lower order playing well in amongst the tension of getting past the follow-on. I thought they did brilliantly. So I thought the fight and the resilience and the character that we showed in that first innings is the reason why we drew this test.
It won't be 5-0 now, but I guess there's real determination to just win the next two and win this series in style now the Ashes has been retained.
Of course. We set out with a very clear focus only on this Ashes series this summer and not looking any further ahead than that. And then paring that down even further, we will be looking at the Durham test next.
I guess it's such a quick turnaround, isn't it? You'll be looking at how the bowlers shape up in the next couple of days, in particular whether today would have helped give them a bit of a rest, but I guess that would be the focus looking forward.
Yes, our bowlers have put in some extremely hard work over the first couple of days here. The Australians batted well in the first innings, and our bowlers will need to look after themselves over the next few days to be ready for that Durham test. Durham can traditionally help the fast bowlers, so we'd like to exploit that help up there.
As you say, the conditions up there tend to favour particularly swing, I guess more with the new ball than perhaps with the older ball. Another key there, I think, is it rather Onions and Tremblett?
Onions and Tremblett have been added to the 11 that played here, and that gives us flexibility if we want it.
And of course, is it a measure of how far the team has come? I guess a couple of years ago, retaining the Ashes down under was a massive moment for the side, but as you say, you're still very focused on winning the series now, and that seems to be the attitude of that series.
Well, that's our only focus. We're in a great position, but we want to ensure that all focus is on the next Test match.
Andy, once again, DRS has become a big talking point. I know it has been a bit of a theme throughout the series. What's your view after this Test match? Still some controversial decisions. There almost seems to be a bit of confusion as to how decisions are reached. I mean, you made a sort of a plea to the ICC. Jonathan Trott, Australia have done the same. Do you think there is this kind of confusion that does exist now?
Firstly, umpiring is a very tricky business, but I would say that there are very clear protocols to use and to stick to, and I think some calm decision making needs to be made over the next two tests.
Would you like to see the ICC? I know there's experiments looking at big screens and so on. Would you like to see the ICC tinker with things?
I think there are improvements that can be made. I'm not going to suggest things right here and now, but I think there are improvements in the use of the technology and the use of experts that know how to use the technology that could make a difference to getting better results.
Just a quick word on Ian Bell and his form over this series, obviously the last few years, but particularly this series as well. How impressive has he been in the middle
Well, we saw another example of a beautifully skillful innings from Ian Bell in this game, and he was even there battling it out on that up and down pitch this morning. He's been great to watch. He's a beautiful batsman to watch, the way he plays his shots. But he's also shown real skill and guts and resilience, and those are things that he will be particularly proud of.